Now, there is an attitude that I've found over the years that when I've embraced it, it has always kept me going up that mountain. It is an attitude that I embrace today. It's an attitude I embrace at the start of every Manifesting Lab webinar. It's an attitude I embrace at the start of every day. Everything I do, every crazy project I get involved with that I have no idea where it's going to go, it's this attitude. And I got it from a science fiction program. And it's a science fiction program called Star Trek. Now, you may or may not be a science fiction fan, and if you're not, you may have heard of this thing still. It's a 60s TV series that has, over the years, gradually taken on a huge life, and it's a huge franchise now. But the original 60s TV series had this statement in it: to boldly go where no man has gone before. Now, very politically incorrect, I have to say, these days, because they would never have got away with no man. The 80s version of this thing changed it to no one. But that's not what this is about. That's not the point of this. The point is the boldly go bit. If you have never watched Star Trek, the original series, or even the 80s series, it was a science fiction program where this bunch of people on the spacecraft, they just went and explored the universe or the galaxy for no reason at all, just to go and explore. They just had a mission to explore. And what would happen was they would get themselves into a pickle every week on the TV, and that's a very English sort of thing to say, pickle. They would get themselves into a mess, and then they would have to get themselves out of that mess. And I remember watching this TV series when I was considerably younger than I am now, thinking, why do they bother to do that? It doesn't make any sense, because every week they didn't have to go there and get into this mess. They could have just stayed at home and made life easy for themselves. Now, obviously, a part of me didn't understand the idea of TV ratings or TV series, but another part of me didn't understand the idea of being an explorer of life, an adventurer in life. And that part of me now understands that concept. If you choose to live your life in a way that you boldly go, if you choose to be an explorer, if you choose to have the attitude that no matter what happens, you are going to enjoy your life, you are going to explore, you are going to become more as a result. You are not going to hide. You are not going to stay in that comfort zone. You are going to discover everything out there. You are going to boldly go where you have never gone before. If you have that attitude, you will never stay in a comfort zone. I promise you. Now, you may be thinking, but Abraham Hicks says that you should not do things that you don't feel comfortable with doing. And I will agree with you. But they also say that you should allow the fresh flowing of desire. And if you think about it, isn't desire the way the universe keeps us out of comfort zones? If you are going with fresh, new desire, I promise you, you won't be in your comfort zone. So it's another way of approaching it. Getting out of your comfort zone does not mean that every week you have to put yourself on a spaceship that's going to get into some huge problem that might put your life at risk. It just means pushing back the barriers just a little bit beyond where you currently are. For years, I used to follow this philosophy of this guy called Gurdjieff, who was this mystical kind of guy in the early 1900s, who had this idea of the fourth way. And I won't go into a long, detailed explanation of it, but the basic idea was, whenever you're faced with two choices in life, choose the hardest choice. Now, I am not recommending you do that. I used to do that, and it leads to a hell of a painful life. This was long before I knew about Abraham. But wow, I learned so much. I experienced so much from that philosophy. But you do not have to go to that extreme. Do not have to go to that extreme. If all you do every week is look at your life and just think, what little thing can I do that will push me slightly out of my comfort zone? That will be enough. Just to get this feeling going, just to keep yourself out of the comfort zone. And you will find that as you become more secure and stable emotionally, you will have more confidence to be able to jump out of your comfort zone. You will have the confidence to just do things on the spur of the moment. You will have the confidence to follow impulses and inspirations that previously you would have thought were completely mad, and just see where they lead. Just explore them. Just let them lead you somewhere.